Let's advent the code. We only solved day 1 so far, but we did solve it in our own programming language, which is cool. Right? Let's just go ahead and solve the day 2 maybe. And then we'll see. Maybe I will be improving the language a little bit. Red-nosed reports. Fortunately, the first location the historians want to search isn't a long walk from the chief historian's office, while the red-nosed reindeer nuclear fusion plant appears to contain no sign of the chief historian. The engineers there run up to you as soon as they see you. Hello, Nigel. Apparently they still talk about the time Rudolph was saved through molecular synthesis from a single electron. They're quick to add that since you're already here, they would really appreciate your help analyzing some unusual data from the red-nosed reactor. You turn to check if the historians are waiting for you, but they seem to have already divided into groups that are currently searching every corner of their facility. You offer to help with the unusual data. Your puzzle input consists of many reports. One report per line. Each report is a list of numbers called the levels that are separated by spaces. For example, this example data contains 6 reports, each containing 5 levels. The engineers are trying to figure out which reports are safe. The red-nosed reactor safety systems can only tolerate levels that are either gradually increasing or gradually decreasing. So a report can only count safe if both of the following are true. The levels are either all decreasing or all increasing. Any 2 adjacent levels differ by at least 1 and at most 3. An example above, this. Analyze the unusual data. How many reports are safe? Okay, this sounds like a very simple task, simpler than day 1 even. No? Day 2. Example. Let's have example here. Then we will have part 1 like that. Let's see. So I'm going to read the input. Day 2 example txt. Actually, how about we do something like this. How about we do something like this, where we'll have like a function solve. A function solve. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here. Like make this not a hard-coded like text file, but something. Path. Input is a read file from the path. Something like that. And then like, you know how in Python you say something like if name is main? I have something like that for my own scripting purposes. And then we would be able to also use the shebang, right? Like this. Like something like user bin and cast. Wait, can I say cast run here? XD 2 or 1. I just say this then. Let's run no such file or directory. Can I not have like the arguments here? Because it's yeah, user bin and run with args and pass an argument to Python. Din, 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 din. In some environment, and it doesn't split argument. I think I can just like make that without the arguments. It's like same as run maybe. Can I have a default command? I'm wondering. So we have this CLI arguments. They're done with clap, rust clap, default subcommand. How to make default subcommand? Add. If it's an optional command, then it doesn't have the arguments. Default subcommand support. The default subcommand via the derive API. yargs support the default subcommands, whatever is yargs. I'm closing this because we have shown that this is possible today with existing primitives. This seems uncommon enough that it doesn't warrant built-in behavior. If someone wants to continue discussion, something, so it's possible. yargs is like is like the thing for Node.js, I guess. Tin, 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 tin. Left subcommand default. It's already possible to have a default subcommand as shown as this example. Example is get subcommand new command stash subcommand push. So that's the default subcommand is push. Got args, push args. Args conflict with subcommand true. And args is push args. Okay, I see. So basically the subcommand contains the arguments, same as the command itself contains the arguments, and these arguments conflict with subcommands. All right, how do we do this with derive? This. All right, let's see if it works. So we have over here clap args conflict with subcommand true, right? And then I say that run. This is going to be having like clap Latin probably. Args. Run args. And this is going to be like run args. Drive clap args, I think, I'm not sure. And then we will have the same args to be here. Clap flat and args code. Args conflict with some commands true. It's a little weird though. Because the reason it's weird, it was so the command should be optional. So I will say that over here command is none, and args is run args. No stdlib false path. So like the path is not optional here is the thing, right? Yeah, that's the thing. In this case it's optional. So it's easy. Do that. Fine, I will do this then. I will have that. I will just have normal arguments. If in case we don't have the subcommand, then the normal arguments would be path, which is an optional path. Yeah, and that's it. So basically, if I don't have the subcommand, then I will default to either a REPL or a run, based on whether or not we have the thing. Path like this. So yeah, basically we are going to have command parse.command. Let's have a method there called command. So impl args public function command self into command, which is no longer optional, right? So I'm going to match self command. If it's some command, then I just return the command. If it's none, then I'm going to match self path. If it is some path, then it's going to be command run. Command run path, no stdlib false. If it is none, then it's going to be command REPL. Command REPL path none stdlib. Yeah, I think that's good. So like basically, if I say just run. Wait, why am I here? Projects. Cast like cast. Just run. Command is not found. Let command. I just inline it here. It's fine. Basically, I just run and it says usage cast run path. Wait, what? Following arguments were not required arguments were not provided. Path. Oh, because it's a run. Yeah. Okay, I guess I will change my just file now. So we don't need like REPL or run anymore, kind of. I just do this, I think. So REPL is basically just run REPL with arguments. Just run. Yeah, so like if I say just run by default, which is just me executing the binary, it will say this is going into the REPL. If I say just run and then give it a path, then it's going to try and run that. Okay, nice, good. I like that. Default working without sub command. This means that I will be able to use this as a shebang and just use this as a scripting file, right? Just need to recompile it again. So yeah, if I just say cast, it will go into the REPL. Nice. Nice. And then if I just say this, then we just say that, yeah, okay, nice. This is scripting language now. Now the question is this thing, like in Python. If I run the file directly, then it's going to like run the code, and if I don't run the code, the file directly, but I import it, then it would not run that code, basically. That's what I want, right? Same as in Python. Is there other languages that do that? Alternatives of name is main in other languages. What's it even like called in Python? Name is main. Python name. Special name is retrieving constructs the name of the top level environment of the program. The main contains Python packages. Hello. I'm about to start solving the day 2 of Advent of Code, but I'm trying to have something like this from Python, where I could have a file which is both able to be imported as a library and ran as a script. I'm behind. Yeah, I am behind because I was not working on the first couple days. But it looks like the second day is really easy. At least the first part is very easy. So I'm mostly like interested in improving my language, not actually solving the Advent of Code, because they are easy. Um, do you know of the alternative of underscore name, but in other programming languages? Because I have only seen that in Python before. Like, what would I call that thing in my own programming language? What am I asking? Do you know what does this mean in Python? If underscore name is underscore main. So I want to have the same thing but in my language. I just need to like see if I steal it as is exactly, or do I rename it to something else? I can have the underscore name. It's fine. But yeah, let's see over here. I am having a cast, and then I'm saying import, right? So an import is one thing, but then there is a eval file, which is a different thing, right? When I'm saying a REPL, I am evaluating a file. When I am saying run, oh, it's eval source. Why did eval source instead of eval file? On the path. You'll just call it that name thing when using it. Well, I mean, if you're working in Python, there is you cannot really change the name because that's a hard-coded thing in the Python. But since I'm making my own language, I can choose to name it differently. So basically, I think I will have something like so cast should know it's underscore name. String. Like, I don't even want it to be a string. Like, all I need to know if this is the main thing. Like that's the only correct like thing that I care about. If name is equal to main, right? So I only need to know if it is main. Process underscore name. And this is the name from which the thing has been imported. If the file is part of the package, name will also include the parent package's path. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Is it's just not like main. I think so the difference is I'm importing this as a library basically, or am I trying to execute the code, right? Um, I think File mode, I don't know, exec mode. Let's make it a string for now. Fine. Fine. Exec mode. No. Let's not have it a string. Let's have it an exec mode. And we will have enum exec mode. It's either run or import, basically. And if I am importing a file, then over here I am saying that cast dot exec mode is import when I'm importing the thing. Otherwise, it's just been ran. And then I need to be able to refer to this thing from inside my code. So how would I do that? I think I can make it a native function, basically. So we go into the interpreter, and I say that I have a native function. Let's have a native function. Somewhere over here. I'll call it exec mode. Exec mode. And then I will say that it's a function that takes a unit and returns string. Fine, I'll give it a string for now. No, let's actually give it let's see here. I'll make it a type. We'll make it a type. Let exec mode type is type shape variant, which is a list of variant types. So I have two variants. Variant type. We have names and values. Yeah, so value is none in both of these, but the name for the first one is going to be run. And the name of the second one is import. Okay, so result is this this thing. Exec mode type dot into, and then clone into. Let's move it here, right? And then I will move it here. The cast. Exact mode type is exact mode type. Clone again. And then what I return here is okay, value variant value. So the name is going to be None type is exec mode type clone. So the name is going to be matchcast.exec mode. If it's run, then run. If it's import, then import. Right? Create a closure that implements the fn, but it is fn once. Yeah, but like the reason is, what is the reason? It's because I need to move this thing. The exec mode type needs to be cloned again. Would be nice if it actually told me that. All right, just run. Exec mode needs to be clonable. Derive, copy, clone, debug. Partial cache. So if I try to say from the REPL, right? If I will try from the REPL to say native exec mode, so this is a function. So if I call this function, it will say that I'm trying to run it, right? But if I want to import this, so example, run exec mode, right? Exec mode, I will say std exec mode. Just this. This is the result of this file. So exec mode needs to be in the standard library. Let's have it here. Const exec mode is a function. Is a native exec mode. There you go. Yeah. Just one. Std exec mode. So that's a function. If I call it, then we will know what it is. And if I from inside the REPL, I will say import import examples exec mode. Since I'm importing this, import. I need to have it this thing examples exec mode. So yeah, since this file was imported, it knows that it's imported now. Okay, nice, good. Exec mode. Completely useless thing, but sure. Now we have now we can like run our code like that, and then also import it. So it would be what? It would be like if exec mode is run. That's my alternative of the if name is main from Python, basically. Then we do something like that. There you go. Devin's dev. Hello, hello. So now we say that. There you go. And I will say something like print hello. Right? So it's printing hello, but at the same time, if I go into the cast and if I go and I import day2 part1.ks, right? Then it's not printing hello anymore. Okay. Yep, let's do that. Sure. We also have a module here, which means that if I actually go ahead and import, like my code is import day 2 part 1, right? Then it says that code is this, so I have code solve, and I can call this function, right? I can call this function basically from inside the REPL this way. Okay, good. Let's solve the thing. So we have the matrix here, right? So over here I will say solve with day2 example txt. That's my file, right? And this is the answer. Answer is this, and then we just dbg answer, I guess. Right? Let's see that. There we go. So the answer right now is unit. Cast evaluated to a solve function. Yeah. Maybe I should remove that info. But it's fine. So yeah, the file has been read. Then we are going to read it into this matrix, right? A report. So I need to go over the lines for line in lines of the input. dbg line. Does that work? I guess it does not work because I need to say that this is a string. Right, there we go. Okay. That is not working yet, the inference here. So so yeah, I do this and then I say for like x in split white space line dbg x. Okay, that works. And then we need to like see if this is strictly decreasing or strictly increasing, right? And we need to see that the change is at least 1 and at most 3, right? Right. So what do I do for that? Do I save it into a list? So report is an empty list. This is a list of integers. And then I say that report is list push report parse x, right? So I have read the report. After that, I need to see if check report -1 or check report +1, then I guess answer is answer +1, where answer is 0, and then I just return the answer here. Right, something like this. And then check check is what? I guess I can just make check an inline function here. So check is a function from like multiplier So I'm just going to like multiply every element by -1 or +1, and then I just check if it's strictly increasing, basically, right? Yeah. So I just go for x int 32 in list iterate over the report. Pound. Then I do x is x multiplied by multiplier, right? And then we say that previous number is none, right? This is like an optional int 32 is none. So then I'm going to match previous. If it was none, then I'm just going to say that I'm not doing anything, right? If it is some previous, then I am going to see that I don't need commas here, right? I think I need vertical bars, actually. That's what I did. Should it have been commas instead? I don't know. If it's a previous, then so like in any case, I will say that previous is some x. But I will just say that if x minus previous, so like difference is x minus previous, right? And it must be at least 1. So if diff is less than 1, or diff is more than 3, then like result, I don't know, answer is false. Although I can like return here. I don't have returns right now. To do return false. But I will try to do the return maybe later today. But yeah, we have a result. Answer is true, and then I just return that in the end here. Number literal type could not be 0, part 1, 8. Answer is 0. Yeah, so like this is int 32, sure. Okay, so the answer is 2 for this example. I think that's the correct thing. Let's save this thing to Advent of Code day 2 input txt, right? So we just say here that I'm going to solve with input txt. It's going to be how many lines do we have in this file? What's the complexity of this algorithm anyway? It's linear, right? So shouldn't be that bad. Is the file actually huge? It's 1,000 lines. No, it's not huge. It's only 1,000 lines, and every line is pretty small. So there's a problem somewhere. Let's say line is 0, and then I will say like db, I don't know, I can only dbg line right now. line index. Line index is line index plus 1. Maybe I have an infinite loop? No, it's just like super slow. Wait, why is it that slow? That's really slow. It does solve the thing. But I didn't think it would be that slow. Okay, well, the answer is 252, apparently. Let's see if this is correct. It is correct. Alright. Well, the language is slow. What can I do? We'll improve that at some point, maybe. Let's see what the part 2 is about. The engineers are surprised by the low number of safe reports until they realize they forgot to tell you about the problem dampener. Yo, bad cop. Hi. Did you solve the advent of code today? See, we're doing some like new overlay or something. New stream layout. Yeah, I clicked on your stream before I started streaming. I did see it. Fancy, fancy. Maybe I will do something like that myself. Once my programming language is ready, you know, I'm going to start writing everything in it, including my new stream overlay. Kind of goofy. I don't know. It's kind of like weird and like it's hard to like read the text when your face is behind the text all the time. You know, your face is distracting me from reading your code. That's my response to your new layout. Anyway, I'm currently doing the day 2 of Advent of Code. I did solve part 1 with my own programming language. It's kind of slow, so like we have 1,000 lines in the input, and this is the speed at which I'm solving this. But I am doing this with my own programming language, so that's cool. Here's what it looks like. Looks like a normal programming language. I have a shebang. Look at this here. I can use this instead of a bash. I can just like execute this directly. It's fancy, right? And I can do it like in Python. This is the alternative of if name is main from Python here. So I can import this as a library and then like call this solve function from a REPL instead, without running the file. It's cool, right? Anyway, what's the part 2? The engineers are surprised by the low number of safe reports until they realize they forgot to tell you about the problem dampener. The problem dampener is a reactor-mounted module that lets the reactor safety systems tolerate a single bed level. And what would otherwise be a safe report? It's like the bed level never happened. Now, the same rules apply as before, except if removing a single level from unsafe report would make it safe. Report instead counts as safe. Okay, how do I do that? How do I choose which one to delete here? How do I choose which one to delete here? So like, save by removing the second level 3. Yeah. Just pick a random one? Well, I mean, it's supposed to be like strictly increasing and stuff. So like, okay, so in this case, this would be the decreasing. If I'm moving at a single level, right? I think like we are going to have an error. So like it is unsafe here, right? But if it's unsafe, so here's the problem, 3 and 2. And I think I think the answer is I remove one of these two. I remove either 3 or 2, basically, from a pair that is like not in, that is like the wrong one. Just pick a random one, 1 in 5 chance you get to try it easy. I think in the actual input there is more than 5 though. There's this. There's like 10. 1 in 10 chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 8 numbers, I think, on one line is the biggest amount. Is my language too slow to brute force? I don't know. Like, I mean, like, did you see? This is the part 1 solving, and that's the linear algorithm, right? But I don't know. I'm like cloning things a lot in my programming language right now, so I mean, technically. Instead of removing, isn't it better to create all the combinations on each line and check if some of the combinations fulfill the requirements? Yeah, that's the possibility. I'm just saying that like that's checking more things that you actually need to check, which is slower, right? Let's copy this to part 2. So is the thing. Over here, instead of answer is false, we just say that what? Let's say that have I removed or have I not removed yet? That removed is false. So like I'm going to remove either the first one or the second one. So that's going to be like the second argument here, basically. That check with removing like first or second. First, like this. I'm going to say that in order to check, I'm going to check with removing first, true, or check with removing first being false. And that's it. Add this test case to your sample, you'll thank me later. 3, 2, 6, 7, 8. What's wrong with this test? I mean, you need to remove the 2 here, yeah. That's why I have this argument whether I remove the first one or the second one from the first conflict. Fine. 3, 2, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, basically when I see the conflict here, I will say something like, so this is the conflict, right? Instead of saying that answer is false, I will say if not. Oh wait, hold on, I don't have the not. I need to implement the not in the language. 1 second. 1 second. Not is a, see here, const not is a function x boolean into boolean native not. There you go. Not x is just 1 minus x. Yeah, but like I don't have subtractions for booleans. Normal programming languages don't do that, where you can like treat booleans as numbers. It's like some bullshit from C. Okay, so we have the not, and not is having a value boolean, and returns value boolean, which is not x. Not. Let's go to REPL. I probably need to have the syntax not. I don't have the syntax for it. What is the priority of the not operator? I guess it is somewhere similar to the minus minus, something like that, right? Syntax not no, not x, not underscore. stdlib 96, forgot a semicolon. X is not found. stdlib 95. I mean, this is just a boolean from boolean. Yeah, there we go. Not is just a function from boolean into boolean. There we go. So let's see. Not true is false. Not false is true. Not 1, 2, 3. Number literals cannot be treated as boolean, right? Not hello says that expected boolean got string. Nice. Not. Do you guys like the exclamation marks and vertical bars and ampersands instead of the normal English words not or and? I'm used to the exclamation mark, but I think it's weird to use that instead of a keyword. If not, removed. And well, I mean, okay, so if not removed, and then there is like two things. I guess else answer is false. Yeah. If not removed, then removed is true. And also, like, which one am I removing is going to be saying, like, if first. Let's rename it to, like, remove first. So if I want to remove first, then... Well, I mean, basically, if not remove first, which means the remove second, then I'm going to continue instead. Because that means that the previous number is going to remain the previous number, I think, and that's it. Part 2. 32. What's wrong here? Cannot finish parsing if expected then. Oh, yeah. I forgot that I needed then. Right. 34. Function is not compiled yet. Why not? Because not is not found. Because I need to do update. We'll start with example. Is not compiled yet. Continue is not found. Wait, I do not have the continue? Why do I not have the continue? Okay, well, I guess I will say current loop context dot continue. Is that what I do? Okay, yeah, that's what I do. Print answer. So answer is 7. Wait, how can answer be 7 if I only have is it because like every single line is correct actually? Wait, is it every single one correct here? No, it's not. So this is not this is not correct. Let's say here print correct. Okay, so yeah, every single one is correct. Yes. Why? Why? Should I say here? DBG answer. DBG remove first. DBG multiplier. Print. Check. Let's see here. So I'm checking -1, true, true, correct. Let's see if that's right. So -1 means that I'm multiplying everything by -1, and then I'm trying to make it an increasing sequence, right? So -1 means that it's like decreasing. I mean, that's already like safe, so like we don't really need to remove anything, right? This one, the second one, with -1 is false. All right. And then with -1 and false becomes true. So -1, but remove first is false. So this thing, I think the continue is not correct. I think I might have a bug in continue actually. Let me see here. I have a normal for loop. So if I have continue, then I stop the loop actually. I'm just realizing, I think. No, actually, wait, what? There. Yeah, I have the body. It is continue. Yeah, so it's supposed to do that. Let's try to have an example for the continue, because I think it might not be working correctly here. Let's add a syntax for it too. Break. Syntax continue is just continue. If I just have for let's have example for loops. Let's have loops. For C character in characters hello world dbgx std. Just run examples loops dbgc. Okay, that works. And then I say if c is equal to l, then continue. I don't know, something like that. Does that work? No, it actually worked, which means that it is working correctly, right? If c is equal to space, then break. Okay, looks correct. That's not the issue. What is the issue then? Continue. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dum. Let's just have this line only, right? So there you go. I'm trying to do two checks. First, both of them are trying to check if they are correct with as decreasing sequences. The first check failed. And the second check just has this thing, what I'm calling the continue. Print removed GX, maybe. Wait, the second one doesn't even remove anything. Which is weird. I think. Is that not weird? -1 false. Check, -1 false. Check, -1 false. Print is... I should like add the string interpolation or something to have my logs be better. Yeah, I'm not even like trying to remove anything, which is weird. Let's dbgx print item. So item, I have a 1, I have 2, I have 7, I have 8, I have 9. And nothing is wrong here. All right. Dbg previous. Over here. I have 1, I have 2, previous is -1, I have 7, previous is -1, I have 8, previous is -1. Okay, there you go. Previous is always -1. And that is not correct. And why is previous -1 always? It's like continue, and then can I have print continued? I mean, that's not supposed to happen, yeah. I mean, I don't see the removed. So, yeah. Two -1. 2 -1. So it's technically -2. dbg diff. Let's print the difference. 2. So over here, the difference is -1, which is obviously not correct. It's less than 1, right? Print incorrect diff. Right? It's incorrect diff every time. So since this is incorrect diff, print not removed. It is not removed. Since it is not removed, then and then it does not say that it is removing it. I mean, removed true. That's it. Removed is true. It should be like before this if. There you go. I found the bug. I'm like treating it as a removed thing by continuing here, but I'm not marking it as a removed. There you go. Found the issue. Let's comment the things. Okay. Over here, the answer is still 7, which is still not correct. Wait, what? Why does this say the answer is... Wait a second. It still is not correct. Why is it still not correct? Why is it still saying that the answer is 1? So now I'm doing 3 checks. The last one that's returning true is checking for positive and removing first. Okay. Positive and removing first. This is the example. But I need to remove two things here, which makes no sense. Why am I so bad at programming? This is an easy problem here. Let's bring back the debugging. It's almost like I should have like log. Let's have this here, log print, and log dbg. And I will be able to like turn it on and off. Then are we adventing yet? Yeah, I solved the first part of day 2. The second part, for some reason, I'm troubling with. That's a lot of code. Yeah. I mean, some of that is logging, I guess. Let me see here in utility. I'll have something like log print is s into if do log then print s, then log dbg is roll t x t into if you log then dbg x. It's compiled yet? Which what? Do log. Yeah, do log. Do I just say something like let do log is false, and then here you can see something like I can see something like do log is true. Do log is not a binding. Wait, what? What is it? Oh, it's a const. Yeah. Where it is. What's the code for? For the advent of code. Day 2, part 2. Log true. Let's have this as a function, maybe. Let's do log is a function. Do log is do. Do log. I don't know. Let's say set do log. Something. Is anything going to work? Okay, nice. So if I comment this line, then I'm going to have no logs. If I not comment this, then I'm going to have logs. Nice. Okay. So here is my example. Over here, I'm trying to check untrue. I see 1, the item 2, 1 and then 2. The diff is 1, which is correct. And we have item 7 with the difference of 5 because the previous number is 2. We say that it is incorrect diff, so I'm removing the first one. Oh, wait, I see it. Wait a second. I see it. So for that, I need to like keep the previous one, right? Because it's day 4. Yeah, but I'm solving day 2 because I am a little bit behind. So so the thing is, right now is because I am over here, I say 1, 2, and then I see 2, 7, right? And I'm trying to remove the first one and then continue forward. So as you can see, after removing the 2, 7, there is no like bad things in front, but the after removing the 2, the adjacent ones is 1 and 7, and that is something that I'm not checking. That 1 and 7 is still like the incorrect thing. Yeah. I guess I don't know. Like I think brute force is easier here. I guess the lines are small, but fine. Let's just have the like the previous two. Have I had to do one of those? One of which? I didn't have some code in the standard library, which I would need some destruction maybe. I mean, yeah. Like I implemented this thing, which like the absolute function that's not in the standard library. Filtering over the lists, I don't know. Sorting algorithm. Split white space, yeah, that's part are not in the standard library. If pref2 is some pref2, then diff is x minus pref2, shit. If diff is less than 1 or diff is more than 3, then answer is false. Okay, nice. Okay, this code is ugly, but you know, it works. That's what matters. So the answer here is 5. Yeah. Okay, good. Now let's run this on the actual input and see how slow this thing is. Okay. I should probably time it. Let's time it. Let's see how long is that actually working. I only have 1,000 lines. It's not like that slow. I can wait for it. It's fine. The day when an advent of code problem doesn't need STD improvements is a good day. Yeah, I think that might happen in the middle of the advent of code. That is if I am going to last that long. Just in the balcony, yeah. Never rains. It's a closed balcony. It doesn't matter if it rains. I don't know. Like, I guess you don't call it a balcony. You call it like something else. A loggia, balcony. All right, let's see. The answer is 324. I ran for, is it 1 minute 30 seconds? Is that what happened? This is the right answer. Okay, well, I mean, day 2 has been solved. Day 2 has been solved. Do I just go for the day 3 instead of trying to improve the language for now? Just go for the next things? Oh shit, I'm scared of this one. Wait. I'm scared of this. I remember, like, Nursel did something. You think it's hard for me to do that? Day 3 is fun. Our computers are having issues, so I have no idea if we have any chief historians in stock. Let me just commit this, yeah, for now, right? Lazy Git doesn't work. I hate this. Day 2. It's not hard, it's just parsing. Alright, let's see if I can do the parser in my language. Our computers are having issues, so I have no idea if we have any chief historians in stock. You're welcome to check the warehouse, though, says the mildly flustered shopkeeper at the North Pole Toboggan rental shop. The historians head out to take a look. The shopkeeper turns to you. Any chance you can see why our computers are having issues again? The computer appears to be trying to run a program, but its memory, your puzzle input, is corrupted. All of your instructions have been jumbled up. Seems like the goal of the program is just multiply some numbers. It does that with instructions like multiply xy, where x and y are each 1 3-digit numbers. For instance, multiply 44 46 multiplies 44 by 46 and get a result of 2024. Similarly, multiply this would multiply this and that. However, because the program's memory has been corrupted, there are also many invalid characters that should be ignored, even if they look like part of a mul instruction. The sequences like mul 4 star, this, and that, do nothing. For example, consider the following section of corrupted memory. Only the 4 highlighted sections are the real mul instructions. So like I only need to parse the mul if it is the correct sequence, right? That's it. On the 4 highlighted sections are the real instructions, and now the result of each instruction produces 164. Needs to be multiply of the two numbers, yeah. Sense. A3. Example. Here's the example. Part 1. Right, let's see here. Input is a read file path. I think I want for this one to convert I cannot have an iterator yet, is the thing. I can have a functions that are yielding things, but I need to like consume them in the for loop directly, and I cannot convert it into the iterator yet. But I can convert it into a list so that I can index things. So I can have the input. So like over here it's a string, right? But I want it to be instead of a list of characters, I think, so that I can index into those. That would be something like result, I don't know, s is as an empty list, and then for character in characters of input, s is list push c, something like that, right? A3. Hello? No, it's a big input. Wait, how big is the input going to be? I think that's not that big. Oh, it's wait, is it multiple lines too? I guess it is. It is slow, just doing that thing. Converting it to a list. I mean, I guess not that slow. The problem is like the list push. This means that I am copying the entire list every time. But yeah, I'm going to change that later. Elemental Magics. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I already solved successfully 2 days of inventive code with my own programming language. That's cool, right? Let's go for example. Okay, so I convert this into a list of characters instead. Because I cannot index into strings right now, but I can into the list. And I'm going to use that instead of like the iterator, right? So I'm going to have a function. I'm going to have like a pointer, you know. I'm going to have a mutable, right, like pointer, which is going to be a 0, right? And then I'm going to say, and I'm going to say like a read mul. So like this is how we do a parser. We just have the function a read, right? That work? That expected a value. That should be optional there, but okay. So in order to read, I need to see. Let's see. Let's keep. I don't know. Read. Read a specific character M. Let's do this. Read M U L. Right. Read specific character. C character. So all of these are going to be functions that are going to be potentially stopping, which is like throwing an exception, kind of, right? Vidmo. Let's have it here. Unwindable block. Named read block. I do it like this. Is that what I do? Nice. Okay, it's not a curly bracket. 21. Okay, over here, this function. I cannot have empty blocks on functions right now. Unwindable block. It says not found. Oh, is it just unwindable? There we go. It is not variant. Okay, nice. So over here, I'm going to say, yeah. So like I need to peek. Let peek be a function that says list get input pointer, right? Okay. If peak is equal to character, then keep, otherwise we find read block. Yeah, that's what I do. Peak is C. then pointer is pointer plus 1. So would you say ul, and then we read opening bracket, and then I read closing bracket. I will also read a comma, and then we will read two numbers, right? So we let a is read number, and then let b is read number, and then I return a times b, right? That's what we do. Read number. I mean, I think instead of like saying unwind here, I would rather like make this a function here. I will just say that this is a function with like with failing with like, I don't know, something failing is stop. It's just a function like that with stop, the unwind, read block with nothing, failing like this, right? So instead of unwind, I say current failing dot stop. Would be and then we could like place that to read number, the function current failing current hash global contexts. What? Where? When compiling with context, port 136. With handler, let handler be that handler is a failing. I think it's just because of the priorities. I'm not sure. 37. No, it says here that the handler. Let's here comp time dbg handler. This is supposed to work. It's because it says underscore here, which is weird. Okay, because I am not. I see. I see the problem, but I cannot fix it right now. So we are going to say function with. Wait, but how do I say with nothing? With unit? Is that what I say? All right. Wait, hold on. Comp time GBG failing. No, hold on. This one is incorrect. I think I don't need that. Not sure. It's because failing is to be with that. There we go. Okay, nice. So yeah, we read mul, opening bracket, number, and then this. So in order to read a number, I would need to read a digit, at most 3 digits. Is there like an example where they have 4 digits? Is it exactly 3? Wait, hold on. Is it exactly 3 digits? No, it's not. It's 1 to 3 digits, right? Let's see. Let mutable number is 0, and then I say there might be zeros, so should make sure that at least 1 is being read there, right? And red digit is false. So I just do a loop here, I think. And I say something like a read digit. So so C is peak, right? If C is more than 0, if 0 is less than C, let digit is 2 digit peak. Two digit is a function from character into optional int. Wait, how do I write this function? Do I just say a bunch of ifs? If C is 0, then return 0. What did my cursor with Neovide? Thank you, Nerdzel. There is it's a front end for the Neovim. How do you convert a character to a digit? I need to have like I could have a built-in function ord, which converts like the character into its like representation integer, right? That would be nice to have, right? So basically, if 0 is less than C and C is less than 9, then we will return. So like we return none here, but we return some I don't know, character ord C minus character ord 0, something like that, which means that these things must exist. Interpreter. Character ord. It's a function from character into an int 32. I don't know, maybe, I guess. What should that be? C is args expect character. C. Wait, what is the thing even in Rust? We just do as Rust character to int. What's the thing? We have 2-digit, but the 2-digit is implemented with what? We just do as u32, right? Okay, and so technically, like, this should be u int 32, I think, instead of an int 32. Wait, does it work in Rust if I say function foo? Let's see, character is a int x. X is C as u8. Does that work? Rust Playground is so slow lately. Into 2 C dot maybe into, but I32 from character is not satisfied. But we can have a try into question mark. I32 try from character is not satisfied. Okay. Can I say u32 from C? Try into. Now that works. Okay. It's the glib. The const char ord is character into int32 is native char ord. Solved one. Yeah, I solved 2 days already. Char ord 0. std char ord 48. Okay, I think that's correct. Char ord. Both halves, yeah, both halves. I have 4 stars right now in Advent of Code. Doing day 3 right now. Okay, so this is the 2-digit. I'm pretty sure this should be correct. So I have a digit, this, right? So I'm going to, oh, let's say digits is 0. About that. And then I'm going to basically match to digit peak here, right? If it's none, then I'm going to break. Do you copy paste definitions or there is library? What definitions? What library? There is the standard library. which is small, and I just literally just added a function to the standard library, the converting a character to an integer. Here is in the very beginning. Here's like the part, the extra stuff to the standard library inside the Adventive Code repository. Yeah, we have the imports. Some digit. So if I have a digit, and I say digits is digits plus 1. And then I say number is number times 10 plus digit, right? Also, I guess, I don't know, like while digits is less than 3, technically, is what I want. Because we want at most 3 digits, right? And then, if digits that I have read is a 0, then I'm going to, like, failing dot stop pipe. Yeah, it's a pipe. It's like same as calling this function with this argument, but without parentheses. And then I just return the number. Okay. How do I type it? It's a ligature. It's actually 2 symbols. You can see over here, if I try to like hover over all of these characters, this is 2 separate characters. It's called a ligature, which is just showing it. Like over here, this arrow over here, for example, right? This is also 2 characters. If I say, like over here, less than or equal, for example, you see this? This is actually also 2 characters. But it's being shown as a single thing. I'm also just realizing, like, if I'm failing, then I should, like, retry, kind of. Or read a character if I did not read anything. Like what? I have like a loop here. So like while pointer is less than list than input length, where input length is list length of input. And then I do something like, yeah, and then let mode answer is 0, and then we return the answer. And then I say something like, wait, should this just return an option instead? I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah. This should return like sum a times b, and then like this function gives me an optional 32. I guess. Maybe I should like revert. So like pointer, like old pointer is pointer, and then I just revert it in the end. Like over here, if I'm unwinding read block, then I'm going to unwind with the value of none. But I am also going to say something. Like pointer is old pointer. So in case I'm failing, I am going to revert it. Maybe. So I'm going to match read mul. If I got some, I mean I can even like give it the tuple here technically. So it's an optional tuple of 2 integers. So like because this is just parsing it, right? Not calculating it. So if I have successfully read like A and B, then I say that answer is answer plus A times B. And if I have read nothing, then I just increase the pointer and try to read again, right? Pointer is pointer plus 1. I don't know. Let's see if this works. 41. While digits. Less than 3. 4126. This is supposed to be a round bracket. Non-break. I'm pretty sure that I'm just missing like the priorities here. So this line 63, unwind read block with none, because I need that, I guess. Which is a little annoying. We'll see. X81 over here. This also needs to be a round bracket. And to fix like my brackets, because I'm using round brackets in some places, and in some places I'm using the curly brackets. While compiling token while is not found. Oh wait, hold on. It's because the while is not here actually. Wait, did I not have a while? I think I had a while in like over here in day 1 part 2, and this was implemented directly, and I never moved it into the standard library, I guess. So let's move it to the standard library actually. Right? Yeah. Let's move while to the standard library. So 3, I guess. And then it is going to be curly brackets. Alright, so we say something like let not x is 0 while x is less than 3. dbg x is x plus 1. And since I'm writing a lot of x is x plus 1, since I'm doing that, let's add the plus equal to, well, so plus equal for the operators and like maybe the others too, right? Let's see here, syntax, operator, assign, plus equal, operator plus equal. I'll just do that. Wait, what is the priority on that? The priority on that should be something similar to the just assigning, right? Just to assigning this here. Syntax of plus 4 is what do I call like the left hand side of the plus equal? I don't know. Name plus equal value. Is it name? What do I call it? Minus equal target. Star divide. What else do I want? Percent L value. Sure. Let's do that for now. Impulse syntax dot operator plus equal is a macro for target and value. We say something like target is target plus value, right? And then we do the same for the other operators. Cast is Lisp. Yeah, it kind of is. Simple syntax. This is macro target value. Target is, oops, target value. Target is target value. What? That's not correct. I was recording a macro. That's why I hate the fact that the NeoVim does not have multiple cursors, because I was just recording a macro to do the same thing for these lines, and then it doesn't work. NeoVim sucks. Guys, VS Code is better, confirmed. I guess I just copy this 3 times instead, and then like say that this is multiply, divide, percent divide, multiply. It's easier. All right. Let move x is 0. S30 int 32, x plus equal 1, x is 1, x plus equal 1, x is 2. Nice. Plus equal and similar. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to ignore the previous days, but this over here, pointer plus equal 1, answer plus equal a times b, digits plus equal 1, pointer plus equal 1 for a while. I did a curly bracket there. Or 40 digits. Cannot infer the type here. Sure, 0. Gotta check a test that check all solutions to match correct answer. Yeah, I think that's a good idea actually. But maybe not yet. Too lazy to do it right now. So it says that the answer is 0 because it could not read anything. So let's see. DBG. Alright, I guess print M. Has M been read? I'm just wondering. M has been read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Here is our input. Does it have 6 M's? Looks like 6 exactly. Yes, so that's correct. Let's see how far am I going. Do I see mul? So mul with an opening bracket has been read 5 times. Because this one is with an opening square bracket, which does not, which is not correct. Okay. So what about reading a number? I have actually read a number. Okay. DBG, AB. I have not read that though. DBGA. So I have read, these are the numbers that I've read. 222, 555, 333, 111, 888. Is that correct numbers? That's not the correct numbers. Okay, I see why though. I see why. It's because when I was reading a digit here, since this is a digit, I was picking it, right? But I did not move my pointer. So pointer plus equal 1 here. Right, like this. And then there you go. The answer is 161. That correct? 161. All right, nice. Time to test this on the real input. Is it going to work? Let's just DBG pointer here. So we have 71 characters on that guy. Let's go the input. All right. The converting of the input from a string into the list is slow. But then after that, We go 1,000. We go like, what is it? Like about 500 characters a second. And how many characters do we have in this file? How do I know how many characters do I have in a file? Word count B or something, C for the characters, right? Project advent of code, word count C, day 3 input txt. So like 18,000 characters, is that what I have? So we are almost done then. All right. It's fine. We have to wait a little bit for our program to run, but it is running. And that's what matters. All right. The answer is this. And it is the correct answer. Let's see part 2. As you scan through the corrupted memory, you notice that some of the conditional statements are also still intact. If you handle some of the uncorrupted conditional statements in the program, you might be able to get an even more accurate result. There are 2 new instructions that you will need to handle. Do instruction enables future mul instructions, and don't disables. Congratulations, your language is slower than Python. I mean, it's fine. I have not even started thinking about performance yet. Only the most recent do or don't instruction applies. At the beginning of the program, all instructions are enabled. It might just be slow console writes. No, it's not the slow console writes. It is actually slow. There is a lot of cloning happening all the time in the interpreter. And some checks, I guess. I don't know what actually is using the most time. We can like profile it if we want. See if I can like easily improve the performance, but I don't know. There's like a lot of mutexes and shit that I'm like waiting on for no reason, kind of, I guess. I don't know. Like it's compiling quickly though. Like I'm compiling into my own like into representation, but then the interpretation is what's slow. I mean, if it, yeah, the program is too small for it to be compiling slow, I guess. This corrupted memory is similar to this. So we just need to say the do and don't. Okay. I think that's kind of easy. Let's copy this to part 2 and let's see here. We just say something like read all. How about this? Let try read is a function where we give it another function as an argument, which is trying to read something of type T, which means that it is a generic one. Like this. Wait, I'm not sure if I can do generic closures though. But let's try writing this. If I have a function like this, and this function is with potential failing, then this function is going to give me an optional T instead. Right? And this is where I just set up the unwinding and stuff. So with handler, we just return some value. The value is just calling the function f, I guess. So read mul is technically is just try. Well, I mean, okay, I guess read mul is just a function that returns the tuple here, and then I just remove this. I return A and B in the end. So I don't read mul. I try read mul. Right? Would be the same. See if it works. Part 2. Context is not available. Like this is with failing, right? What you're saying? Stop is not available. I don't have like the line where this fails right now, but it is in the current something. And with handler, like it's over here, right? Value is stop unit. Context is not available. Is this the issue? No, it's not the issue. Yeah, that would make no sense. That is the issue. Where is the issue then? I need to improve this thing. This has a panic instead of an error. So I don't have this tech trace of like where the compilation failed actually. Can I guess instead of fixing it? How's the event going? Well, I solved 2.5 days already. The language is kind of working. And I'm adding some improvements to it slowly. Like the plus SQL was just added. And there are other things that I need to add. Like better error reporting, because right now I have no idea where am I failing the compilation. says that the template is not compiled. Number literal could not be inferred. Part 286. Answer is 0. Yeah, because it does not know what this is. Okay. Let's see here. If I comment this out. Okay. We just see what is failing by trying to comment or uncomment things. Number. Okay, wait, hold on. Does it mean that I have something that must be an expression but is a pattern instead? Answer is int 32. This doesn't really matter. DBG pointer. Do, 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 do. Do I have an error? There is yeah, there is definitely an error. But where? Pointer plus equal 1. Let's just have that. Actually, I just comment all of that. This does not need to be typed. It's supposed to be inferred. Answer is not found. Just do that. Okay. So is it inside here? It is inside here, but where exactly? So I have a problem here somewhere. Oh, I see it. I did it again. I'm trying to type it by saying a colon instead of a double colon, and then that fails everything. Old pointer is not found. Old pointer is pointer. That. Okay, nice. Let's see if this compiles. Context is not available. Where? I think, yeah, okay. Actually, it is not available. I see. So, like, here's the problem, right? I am trying to call a function that is called read number. Read number is a function that is failing. And, I don't like this in the definition. Is not being checked currently. I think I might like remove the check for now of the contexts. It is not correct. Anyway, context check available. I'm just going to comment this out. Remove compile time context checking. Let's see. It's going to be still checked at runtime, but yeah. Pretty sure that then I can uncomment all of that. Maybe this might not be working, but I'm not sure. Since this is a let and not a const, I don't know. Okay. Wait, expected unwindable block handle or some end or none. Result is unwindable or T. Expression evaluated to incorrect type. Expected some T or none, but got some int and none. Okay. I see. I understand the problem in the interpreter. I'm checking that I am interpreting and that the types are correct. I feel like I need this to be an optional feature. You know, expected type. Over here, when I'm evaluating, it's being checked after evaluation. I want this to be an optional feature. How about we do... I don't know. What do I do? Let's have it self interpreter check types. Then check types boolean. If let some expected type is expected type, then I do all of that. And result checking. All right. Check types is CFG debug assertions. Is that it? So it's going to be only checked by default in debug mode, but not in release mode. But I will probably like add the option and to configure fully, maybe. Like for tests, for example, it would be nice if I was actually checking the types, right? Yeah, I have this test which is failing because I removed the check. This was testing the compile time check. Check types while interpreting only in debug builds. But this is something I need to fix. Anyway. The problem is that like T is technically equal to the tuple of two int32s, but like it needs to know that T is an int32 and int32, but it doesn't for some reason. Okay, there you go. Answer 161. So this is like all the same. So this actually worked. No way. No way this actually worked. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say read do is a function into the unit, right? Let's have also this one. Read string is a function as string into unit with failing. I just say for character in characters of the string. Read specific C. This is gonna be inferred actually. I don't care. Like this. Right? Okay, so I will just say read string while opening bracket, because that's simpler. One line instead of 4. So redo is just read specific, basically. Right? Let's see. Let mut do mul is true, and then we're basically doing this. I think in a while the continue might not work, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we can do something like this. If try read mul is some AB, then we have answer plus equal 1 and continue, I guess, right? So like, and the default is pointer plus equal 1. See if this works. I think, I don't know, this looks correct actually. So we basically try read multiple things, including here I read string do. You got incorrect answer on day 4. Okay, so if do, then do mul is true, and then if I if I read don't, like this, then do mul is false, and then I do this over here, only answer plus equal, only if do mul, only then we actually add something to the answer, right? But yeah, like this. Then should I remove the then and instead do the curly brackets everywhere? Do not. Oh, that's a different example actually. Example 2. This one is different. Let's try read example 2. And the answer is 48. Okay, nice. Now let's get the actual input. There is 1800 lines, right? Or is it 18,000 lines? I don't remember. I think it was 18,000. Yeah, 18,000. Okay. Let's see if this is much slower. I think it's running slower for sure. I think it's doing like about 200 lines a second now. You got incorrect answer. So should I try the day 4? Because like I think this is going to be solved. Should I try day 4? Or I don't know. Alright, let's wait first. Let's wait first. Generating diagonals in pure functional programming is tricky, okay. Come on, it's just you're just bad at functional programming. Just get good. Functional programming is the easy way, right? Right? I mean, do you not have in Lean 4 like the alternative of like mutation? Like in Haskell, you have IO refs and you have ST refs or mutable variables, or the state monad, I guess. There's a lot of alternatives, right? Diagonals should be easy. Well, I have not seen the the problem yet of the day 4. So I don't know what is needed there. The state monad is weird. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. But what do you need to generate? Just a diagonal matrix? Do you just set the value based on like the line and column number or something? Let's see if this is the correct. This is the right answer. All right, guys. 3 days of Advent of Code has been successfully solved. Easy. Day 3. All right, let's see what Nertzl is struggling with on day 4. Looks like the sheaf is not here. Next, one of the historians pulls out a device and pushes the only button on it. After a brief flash, you recognize the interior of the Sirius monitoring station. As the search for the sheaf continues, a small elf who lives on the station tugs your shirt. She'd like to know if you could help her with her word search, your puzzle input. She only has to find one word, Xmas. This word search allows words to be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, written backwards, or even overlapping other words. It's a little unusual though, as you don't merely need to find one instance, you need to find all of them. There are a few Xmas might appear where relevant characters have been replaced with dots. Okay. Are they saying that Xmas can be like from bottom to top? So vertical can be like written backwards. Yeah, sure. The actual word search will be full of letters instead. Yes. And this word search, Xmas occurs a total of 18 times. Here is the same word search again, but where the letters are not involved and Xmas has been replaced with dots. Take a look at the little f's word search. How many times does Xmas appear? Okay, did you fail at solving day 1? Day 1 sounds easy. What's my input here? How big it is? I'm scared of the big inputs because I am not reading the input efficiently yet. I get the example with the dots because, yeah, all right, let's see. So the column is 140 by 140. Okay, that's not that big. All right. So what do we do here? We just test in all the directions, starting from every single place, and that's it. No? Isn't that all that we do? We just brute force it. Just try to search in all the like, I guess 8 directions. I think. So we need to convert this to a 2D matrix first. Let's see, part 1. solve. Day 4 example. Okay, so I want the input to be a list of characters, right? That's what I want to do. I think so. It's going to be rows is an empty list for line in lines of input. Infinite column is a list for C in characters line.
Hello there.
Hello, Dev Ninja. How you doing? Column is list push column C. Rows is list push rows column rows. A4 fire to 1. Type character is not type. Part 1 10. Type like wait, hold on. Okay, sure. Added ambulant OP the R is gonna get some skin out. aka medium. What does that mean? What is OP? Ration? What's medium? Is that a person? Is that you? My new Vim is so cool. Thank you. Dot files, I guess. There you go. I have psoriasis. Alright, I see. Hello, I don't really know what it is. I have heard the word before.
Psoriasis.
What is that? A skin disease marked by red, itchy, scaly patches. Oof. All right, I hope you're doing well. Well, since you are on the stream, I guess you are good. What's the problem here? Function day 4 part 1. While compiling for loop. Type is not inferred. Fail to hash. So some of these don't know the type. C. So this is a character. It's for it's like the loops. Line is a string and character. Like I was thinking that this should be correctly inferred, but okay. Yeah, the character is not being inferred here for some reason. I don't know. I thought it would be inferred based on this type that I have listed here. But okay, sure. Okay, so we have the matrix here, right? And then we are just going to say that let's have a function. Let's have a function. Find at position, right? Position. Let's have a double vector. So where vec2 is like is as a type of two integers, I guess. Right? We find at position and direction, which is also a vec2, and this is going to return a boolean, right? Yeah, there you go. I should have something like for x in, like I need to have like a range of list length of the input for y in range list length of list get input 0, I guess. Let's implement the range. That can go into the utility, maybe eventually into the standard library. So range is a function for n in an integer, I guess, with a loop context of integers. Is that what I do? I think. So we just do like let mode I is 0. And then we'll say while I is less than n, I plus equal 1. And yield I. Is that all that I need? Maybe. And over here, let's just say dbg x and y. Over here, g I. I did the same mistake again, double colon. Function is not compiled yet. Failed to compile function. Expected unit got bool. False. Context not inferred. Okay, because this cannot infer the types right now. We need to specify the types here. Expected list not inferred. Got list of list characters. Because list get is taking two arguments like this instead. So the unit got list day 29 range. Wait, what? Expected unit. Got list not inferred. Range. Range is a function which returns a unit. Right? A list character. In call part 129, 5 to 10. Five to 10. Wait, what? Oh, D95 to 3510. Okay. Okay, it's because this over here must be a semicolon. Nice. Fuck you. Glitch stun. Hello there. What did you expect that command to do? I can answer your question if you have some. The good transpose generate both diagonals, but I had to mirror. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going range. When does Kuvi do test-driven development? For the advent of code? Maybe. But I mean, fully test-driven development I'm probably never going to do, because I think that's not a very good idea. I mean, sound tests here and there is fine. And good. Can I have like a range? Let's have range like from and to, right? So I is from while I is less than 2. Do that. So range from 0, and this is also range from 0, like this. Your solution doesn't generalize to part 2. Let's see here, for dx in range from -1 to +1. Like, I kind of want this here to be like an inclusive one, though. This one should be exclusive. We should have these ranges. But I'm going to, for now, just say this. -1 to 2. That's also int 32 for dy in range -1 to 2. So then I say find at, so if find at xy dx dy, right? If find at xy dx dy, then answer plus equal 1. And then we return the answer. Also, if dx is not 0 or dy is not 0. If dx is 0 and dy is 0, then continue. And boom, 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 29. Answer int 32. All right. Hi. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. To find something at specific position, we are going to say for character in characters of Xmas, because that's what we're trying to find, right? That's what we're trying to find. That what found is true. Found. Let's move position is position. And then I say what position is add back to add position direction. Back to add is a function a back to b back to returning back to. So we say let ax ay to be a. I don't need parentheses even. Bx by is b, and we return ax plus bx ay plus by. Conversing, hello. So then over here we say that we just need to like find the actual thing, right? Yeah. We also might get out of bounds here. Let's see here. Width. Let's say width is this, and height is list length of a list get input 0. See out IQVMan. Hi. See, you're a C++ developer. So this is width, then this is going to be height. And over here, I say something like if. Okay, I guess I still need to like x and y to be positioned, right? So if x is less than 0, or y is less than 0, or I guess, or x is more than width, or y less than 0, or y is more than height, then break. And before breaking, we say that found is false. Should have like a return, but we don't have a return from functions yet. So instead we do this. And then also we say that if list get input x, and then we list get this and y. So if this is not equal to c, then we do the same. Say found is false and break. I'm currently in college doing C++, Python, and DSA on it. Done some web dev like clone of Netflix and made own e-commerce website till now. What do you think? Is that enough for getting a job? Yeah, sounds like it is enough for sure. But you shouldn't ask me because I don't have a job. I'm streaming instead, earning 0 money. So my Linux is not even activated, as you can see. We don't do jobs here, yeah. Semicolon. Print hi. I'm running on the example, so this is like weird, right? DBG position. Okay, actually the answer is 18. The answer is 18. And this is really slow. Wait, why is this that slow on the sample, which is 9 by 9? That is really slow, right? What's the time here? Yeah, you did a clone of Netflix. I mean, you know that like people like there's like a billion people who worked on Netflix to make a Netflix, and you did it solo. So I think like if you did a clone of Netflix, then it means that you should be able to get a job for sure. Is this like 4 seconds for a 9 by 9, or like what is this thing here? It's a 10 by 10 matrix. I mean, let's just dbg x and width. Right. Yeah. Why is it so slow? Wait, what is actually slow here though? Like, I don't know. I feel like I would need to profile this to figure out what is slow, because over here I don't really copy much stuff. It's just like the interpreter is slow, I guess. There's nothing to copy here even. Okay, well, fine. Let's just run it on the actual input. First it needs to read the input, I guess. Which also takes some time. Okay, 0 out of 140. How long does it take it to do a 1 row? Okay. It's about like 6 seconds for 1 row. So, so if I say something like 6 times 140 divided by 60, that's going to be 14 minutes. 14 minutes to wait for this thing to complete. I mean, that's it's like it's possible to wait that long, right? We can work on some other things in the meantime while this is being calculated. Imagine you get a wrong answer. um, it's impossible. That would mean that I wrote the incorrect code. Right? Which is impossible. Let's see here. How about let's go back to example here while that thing is still working. I'll make this go back to example, and then I will say something like cargo run cargo flame graph Cargo flame graph. Can I just install it from Nix? Maybe. Yeah, looks like I can. Cargo flame graph. Isn't it supposed to warn me that I should have like debug true on my release? Yes, that's what I should do. Profile release is true. Or set this environment variable, right? I just said hi. Hello. Let's just say profile release debug is true. Let's do that instead. Cargo flame graph. Just going to recompile everything from scratch though. Don't you use Insta? No, I do not use Insta. I don't use Twitter either. I don't use anything. 该切脸だろうが。Как дела? Alright, but I'm going to like Cargo Flame Graph, and then we go to Home Projects, Advent of Code, 2024, Day 4, Part 1, right? That's the argument to this. And then how do I make this? How do I make a certain command run from a different directory? Because this file is relative to the current working directory, not to the current file. Which actually maybe like I should do it relative to like the current file or something here. I should be able to refer to the current file. But then I need to like have also like string interpolation or like some operations on strings to concatenate them, which I don't have yet. Cargo flame graph. Oh. Cannot do a 4-string interpolation. No, I can, but that means that I should implement it. We have 33 out of 140 progress for now. Okay, I can just like hard code the full path here. Home, Kubiman, projects, Advent of Code 2024. Let's just do this for now. Right? So this is me profiling the this thing. All right. So how do we read this? How do we read this? There's a lot of stuff here. So first of all, we are pulling a lot of futures over here. We are evaluating stuff. Enter scope. Wait, enter scope is having a lot of time. So like just entering a scope. That makes no sense to me, I think. Entering a scope should be almost like an instant operation. Calling a function, that's fine. Instantiate a template, that's fine. And that's some dropping. So this one is weird to me, although I mean, fine. Let's see. So I'm just cloning. Like it's all about the clones here. I see like I'm cloning this, I'm cloning that. Have I made anything related to machine learning? No. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe something would count machine learning, but no, actually no. I'm not very interested in machine learning stuff. Cloning. Oh wait, hold on. I'm cloning syntax. I'm cloning the entire syntax. That's why. Wait a second. Lib cast, because I have syntax here. So syntax is a data structure that is holding all the syntax in the language, and I'm cloning it every time. Machine learning is outdated. What's the new thing? Use reference. Yeah, I need to use a reference, but I am mutating it, so it should be like a reference to. Let me see here. Syntax empty, syntax insert, right? Only std syntax. Okay, well, I mean, technically, yeah, fine. Let's have an arc. I have my own arc, which is called Park. Don't ask me why it's called that. But yeah, we're going to do that. Fine. Executor. I think I also can like move some things into the inner data structure, like into cache. I can move into the cache the executor. Kind of. I can move the exec mode into the executor, I think. No, I cannot. Exec mode cannot be moved. Executor can. Output cannot. But I like yeah. Yeah. Scopes is a couple of arcs too. Lean doesn't have a common add SMH. Compiler state, interpreter state. What is the compiler state? Have these things, have those things. I think it's mostly about the syntax, so it should be fine. Cache executor advance. Okay. Cache executor advance. Okay, this is going to be Park. Cache executor spawn. Cache executor advance. All right, and then over here, this is not mutable, so instead we say instead I say let mut new syntax is the syntax is a cast syntax clone. Can I do that? Like that. Syntax insert, and then I say cast syntax is new syntax. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Let's recompile and try that again. We are halfway through. The day 4 is about to be solved soon. Wait, this was faster, right? This was much faster. That was much faster. You see, all I did is I removed the cloning of the syntax. Nice. And the answer is still correct. Let's see what else we have here that I can remove. It's probably still some more cloning. Enter scope is still like a bunch of cloning. Contexts are being cloned still, which is a hash map being cloned. Yeah, that's not very big though here. What else do we have? Like this thing, insert runtime. Insert a runtime context. Which is constructing a thing, doing a hash map. Equivalent key. Format error from Irie. I don't know. I think these things are not so easily done anymore. Let's try running this on the actual input though, and see how much faster it is. So like, you see how this is still running? What if I just run this and it's just going to like, let's see how quick is this going to be. 1, 1, 2, 3. I think it's like twice as fast now, basically. I think it's twice as fast or something. Are you writing the SVG? What are you doing? So yeah, there is a lot of value cloning over here. This is a cloning of lists. Yeah, and cloning lists is happening in the beginning when I am like reading the input right now, because I'm not like pushing to the existing lists. I am cloning the list and constructing a new list with extra item, which is not the best way of constructing lists for sure. All right, I'm gonna go take a bathroom break while this is still running. Got part 2 first try. Nice. Wait, what is a comonad? Class functor W, comonad W. Where? There are two ways to define a comonad. Provide definitions for extract and extend satisfying these laws. Extend extract is ID. Extract extend is F. Extend F extend G is extend F extend G. The opposite of a monad? How do I don't know. This documentation doesn't tell you much. Yo, Davy's here. No way. Hello, Davy.
Naruto doesn't have a hello.
Let's look at the functions, which extract, WA is A. Yeah, sure. Duplicate, WA is a WWA. So extract would be like an unwrap for an option, for example. Duplicate, it takes you like an option T into an option T. And extend is WA into B, and then WA into WB. Yeah, sure. Why do you need that though? You install Just. How do you run Just demo? Alright, let's see. It looks like Davey is going to work on our game. No way. Link cider. Just demo. You just do Just demo, and then it just runs it. No? That's what you do. Like Just is just like so that you don't need to run this command, write this command manually. That's it. Error recipe run could not be run because Just could not find this type of shell. Program not found. Isn't Davey one of the creators of this game? Yeah, we are making this with Davey. There's also Ves who's doing the sounds. Couldn't find the type shell. Wait, Nerdso, do you know that error? Cannot find the shell. Wait a second. What does that even mean? Just demo. Just run demo. Does this not work on Windows? It is a long time since I was on Windows. But why does this not work for Windows? Check docs. You might need some options for it to run on Windows. I guess. Well, I guess, okay, Davey, you can just do this command and then do the -- demo, right? Or you can figure out how Just works. Okay, I can help you. Just is here. How to make it work on Windows, because I thought it was just supposed to work on Windows automatically. Linux, macOS, Windows, and other reasonable supported with no additional dependencies. Although if your system does not have an SH, you will need to choose a different shell. There you go. The shell setting controls to invoke recipes and shits. Okay. The default shell is SHCU. Windows shell. SH uses SH on Windows by default. To use a different shell on Windows, use Windows shells. That's what you need to do here, Davey. You need set Windows shell. This thing. I don't know why it's not the default, because by default on Windows you don't have SH installed, right? So yeah. I guess you just do the PowerShell. Fine. Which window manager is this? Hyperland? Yeah. I was thinking that I should try a different one. Let's see here. This one. Anyone seen this? This one? It says scrollable tiling window manager, which reminds me of the paper window manager from the GNOME. I want to try this, but I did not even install it yet. You have like a bunch of windows on an infinite line, basically. Instead of just being limited to the monitor, you can have them on the infinite scrollable, like, stuff. Oh, there's a demo. Like this. And it has animations too, which is good. Built-in screenshots and shit. Alright. Anyway, for now I'm on Hyperland. Oh shit, it's solved, guys. It is solved. The answer is 2500. That's a suspicious number. It's too round, I think. 2500. Submit. That is the correct answer, though. Alright. Part 2. Alright, easy. The elf looks quizzically at you. Did you misunderstand the assignment? Looking at the instructions, you flip over the word search, find that this isn't actually an Xmas puzzle. It's an X-mass puzzle, in which you are supposed to find two mass in the shape of an X. One way to achieve that is like this. Relevant characters have again been replaced with dot. Okay. In this example, an Xmas appears 9 times. All right. I mean, that also sounds easy, I think. Let's first of all, let me, like, I did improve the performance here a little bit. Right? I should remove the flame graph and shit, though. Git ignore. Flame graph SVG. What was it? Perf data. Optimized bit. Should I learn Rust? No. Well, why would you want to learn Rust? I mean, if you like learning, then do it. Like, what's your goal? I say that you should learn every single language in existence. Because, why not? The more you know, right? I want money. Oh, if you want money, then you want to get a job. To get a job, you need something that is easy to get a job with, right?
unless you are actually a good developer, in which case you need like where like just getting a job is not hard for you, so you need to, not to just find a job, which is like but to find like a very very high paying job, in which case maybe Rust is a good choice, because of like I don't know, I think like the crypto stuff is like going down recently. No, I don't know if it's still like it's popular there. They use Rust for a bunch of like crypto jobs. But yeah, there is not a lot of Rust jobs like in any area compared to like, I don't know, Python or JavaScript, I guess. If you just need like if like, and I wouldn't say that they pay not like bad money. So if that money is enough for you, I would go for that, because that's easier to get a job with, right? Something that is popular.
Hello, bad cop.
I'm doing Rust for no job. Same, bad cop, same. Soon we're going to all be doing cast for no job, right? Copy part 2. Okay, so part 2 is going to be similar. But what we are going to do here is I need to see in every single position if it's an X of a mass, right? Yeah. Do 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 do. I can also like remove this check to make it run faster by making sure. So like I'm going to make a range from 1 to width -1, and I will eliminate the checks for bounds that way, I guess, right? Why is my code so big? What do you mean? Is this a big code? This is just 69 lines or something. There we go, 69. Not big. Did you solve this day 4 already? Do you do this with like a regex too or something? Well, I guess it's part of the reason why my code is big compared to your code, Badcop, is because I'm spelling out the names of things instead of like having weird symbols in regex everywhere. My beard got so big, so good.
Hello
This is the
there.
last time he was here. Yeah, it's probably like about the time that I should like explain it again. You got 1-to-1 lines, so your code is even longer than mine. All right. I see here. What I need to do is I'm going to have a vec2 negate is a function from vec2 into vec2. Eventually we want to have like this a custom struct and overload the operators for it, but that's gonna be later. XY is V, and then we'll just return negative X, negative Y. Okay. So over here we don't have this thing, right? But I'm going to say if find single at position xy, and direction 1, -1, I guess 1, 1, and find single xy 1, -1, then answer plus equal 1. Part 2 is shorter than part 1, yeah, I think so. I could make it even shorter, I guess, if I wanted to. So find single is a function from position, direction is something like find at position, so back to add position direction, and back to negate direction. Then negated direction is back to neg direction. So this or this with negated direction, I think is what I need. Let's go for example. Part 2. Answer is 3. That's a different example though, right? Yeah, that's a different example. The answer is 9. Okay, nice. Now we just do this for the input. Okay. This is running faster than the original, so including the optimization plus I deleted some code here, I guess. I think this could still be written differently. I have 72 lines here. I have like a DBG that could be removed, some empty lines that I could remove, right? I'm writing out some types that could be inferred technically. I have this if name is main, which could be removed, right? And stuff. Do you have a shebangs in your code? Do you count those? I have these two. I mean this over here. This is very long. So this is just me converting a string, which is like the file itself, into a list, into like a 2D array, basically, right? Yeah, there you go. This one was a lot faster. This is the right answer. All right. Well, I have nothing else to do, guys. The advent of code has been solved. There's a bunch of things that I should be improving in the language, but I think to write them in a fast language now. I actually think that like the easiest way to make my code fast here is not to rewrite cast to be fast, but actually to write a compiler to JavaScript, and then JavaScript going to be like ran much faster than my language here. Instead of like interpreting it directly, just give it to some other interpreter, or like I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think it's just still. I think it's easier to compile to JavaScript than to like native code. Fast solution is 10 times slower than your dumb solution. All right, let's see here. J4. Let's set a readme or something here for anyone who is going to look at my code here. Advent code. With cast, we have a cast, which is an experimental programming language that we are working on. So hi. I just want to like say something here that the code is ugly because we are working on the language at the same time as trying to solve the advent of code, right? The code is ugly because I'm working on the language, and then while doing advent of code. All right, there you go. Read me. Okay, I think I'm going to just be done for today. Let's go somewhere else. Which one do you think is faster, P1 or P1 alternate? On Bash? That's a lot of code. Again. P1 alternate. Oak. I don't know. What's a tech? Tech is like cat, but reverse. Is that it? What's a tech? Yeah? Is it your own program or is this something that actually exists? Wait, what? It still is a cat. Wait, what? Concatenate and print files in reverse. Oh, it's okay. I see. All right. Whatever. Yeah, this is unreadable. I'm not going to figure this out. It's cool that you're doing it, but better than me doing it. Alternate is the fast one by 10 times. Is it because of the oak? Because oak is like basically compiling the code that you're giving it, and it's like fast. It's like writing it in C. C has a relation to programming a language where 0 is true. Is that so in Bash? I mean, my religion says that just numbers should not be interpreted as Boolean at all. Like, so yeah. All right, let's see. This person is doing all the days from day 1 to day 4, and they just started the stream. So let's go here. You like this guy? I don't know this guy. Let's see this guy. All right, see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.
What's up? How are you? How are you? Also, hi Top Hat. You're in the other stream. You're in the one that's invisible.